And we are live. I'm a bit late, 33 minutes into the game. I'm a bit late, but I kind of miscalculated the time of the game and everything. I thought the game was going to start at 3. I had to drop my wife somewhere, so you guys know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? It's a wife, and you can't put the watch along over the wife, so you know what I mean? So yeah, Liverpool with the ball and Minamino with an acrobatic attempt, and it goes over. So we start at 1-1. Southampton won. Nathan Redmond early in the game, and that goal came in the 13th minute. I actually saw the goals because I was driving on my way back. Just literally got home, got settled, changed my top and everything. And then Minamino with that goal, man, in the 27th minute. I don't understand how McCarthy allows that ball to beat him at his near post. That was a good shot, but still, you got to save the balls at your near post, though. So, good stuff by Minamino. And in terms of the start, very even so far because, Liverpool heavy rotation. And I did talk about the fact that Liverpool would rotate like heavily in the preview with Kyle. So Kyle was like, he don't think they would rotate heavily, but they rotated heavily. And I mean heavy rotation. It's some of the heaviest rotation I've ever seen at Liverpool, So let's take a look at the starting 11s here, man. Look at the Liverpool 11, right? You got Jota, Firmino, and Minamino. It's a complete change. And I did talk about how Firmino and Jota will start this game ahead along with Luis Diaz. But even Luis Diaz is given a rest. Minamino comes in. The midfield is a complete change. And I think there's only 2 players who kept their place. And that's Konate and that's the goalkeeper, Allison. It's been about 10 changes. So risky, but still, Klopp backs the players. Klopp's back the players. And Tsimikas, he's been playing well. Konate, of course, and Matip, very capable. Gomez, I even mentioned Gomez going in that right back. And that is exactly what happened. So Firmino with the ball, it's a shot and it goes over. So Liverpool looking dangerous and responding very well after going behind, like they did against Aston Villa last week. So Liverpool these days, they have been conceding, like you think the Villarreal game, you think the Aston Villa game, and they have been bouncing back, man. So you need that bounce back ability, and Liverpool are showing that they got that. So big up to everybody in the house right about now. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm a bit late, but better late than never, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was actually going to put off the watch along, but I was like, nah, I can't, man. I scheduled this a long time ago, and I want to make it happen. I do have to do the roundup as well later. And I am yet to actually watch the highlights for most of the other games. So I have to watch the highlights as well. So I have a lot of work to do, man. As soon as this watch along is over, I give a match analysis. And then I'm right here doing highlights. So appreciate you guys tuning in, man. It's going to be a slow build up because I'm late, of course. But big up Obi, man. Thank you very much for coming through, dropping a super chat. And Obi says, today I can confidently say Foden is a million miles better than Jones. British press overhype Jones. The dude is 100% average and not special. Wow. You're a Liverpool fan and you're saying it, though. But I've been saying Curtis Jones do have potential. But I think he will be a player that will bloom, a bit later. He's young, but he will get better as he ages. Something like a Jordan Henderson type player, you know what I'm saying? While Foden is just really good right now. So Southampton with it. Amanda Broja, the Albanian. He goes back to Lianco, the Brazilian. And Lianco's looking for the outball. He goes all the way back to the fit again, Alex McCarthy, replacing Fraser Foster in goal. So Southampton still with it, but they put it out for a Liverpool throw. And that's Kyle Walker-Peters, New England international right back as well. So Hassan Hutter is a bit frustrated that Southampton give up the lead. Very good start and very good goal by Nathan Redmond. A bit controversial in that there was a potential foul in the build-up, and I know Liverpool fans and Jurgen Klopp would actually be very pissed off about that and think that should have been a foul. But it looks, maybe the referee got it right marginally, you know what I'm saying? So Minamino with it again. Minamino, former Southampton player on loan from Liverpool last season, gives it to Redmond, the goal scorer, and he goes long. And Konate is under it. First touch not that great, and it goes out for Southampton throw-in. So Konate and Matip at the back. Van Dijk not 100% fit. So Liverpool with the throw. Matip goes back to Alisson. One of two players that kept their place, along with Konate. Who started the cup final there? I think was it Matip that started the cup final? I can't even remember though. So let's go back to the cup final. Let's take a look at the starting 11 for the cup final, and we will know. Liverpool in possession. Gomez goes back to Joel Matip, former Cameroon international. Gives it to the veteran James Milner. Back to Joe Gomez at right back. He goes into the box, and no one is able to fetch that ball at the near post. That was Firmino, who's been very good today, and he scored a goal, but it was called offside. So this is what the 11 looked like for the cup final. Diaz, Mane, Salah, all rested. Thiago, Henderson, Keita rested. Robertson, Van Dijk rested. Alexander-Arnold rested. And the only players that kept their place is Konate and Alisson. And I predicted this. I did predict Liverpool to win the game 1-0, but obviously Southampton have scored a goal already, so it's 1-1. Right now, 5 minutes away from the end of the first half, and Liverpool do have about 50 minutes to win the game. And they need to win the game today. They do need to win the game. And I think if they don't win the game, maybe the fans would say Klopp should have put out a stronger 11. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I'll give you my verdict at the end of the day when we know the result. Southampton have not been playing well since they went behind. So it's all likelihood that Liverpool will get a second goal unless Southampton get their act together. Joe Gomez to Milner. Bad first touch, but he recovers, goes over to the Greek. A lot of confidence in the Greek. He puts it into the box, and Salisu, the Ghanaian, heads it out. And sloppy defending there by Broja. He goes back out to Tsimikas. He puts it into the box. Firmino, not able to get his head on it. Teller heads away. And Southampton give it back. High boot there. And referee should call, but he didn't call on Gomez. Liverpool with it. Diego Jota, number 20, the Portuguese. Tsimikas goes back. And that is Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones. Cheeky little ball in, but no runners. Players were not on the same wavelength there. So, yeah, man. Liverpool got to win the game because let's take a look at the table here. Let's take a look at the standings, man. This is what the standings look like, guys. Live standings, 87 points. So a draw would virtually give Manchester City the title. A draw would basically say, here you go, City. You won. A win would take it down to the final day. Because if the game draws, Liverpool would end on 87 points, City with 90 points, 1 game to go, and a goal difference of, 72 compared to Liverpool's 65. City pretty much would win the title either on goal difference or by 3 points. So that is what it looks like right now, guys. It's a must-win game for the Reds, but with heavy rotation, Southampton are fighting, and they're also playing the game as if it's a cup final because they do have 40 points. If you scroll down, they would want to end on, 44 points. They would want to finish, with a respectable amount of points. You see what I mean? So it is going to be a very, very interesting second half. I wasn't here for most of the first half, but here I am, man. Appreciate it. So, look, let's get back to the action here, and let's just go back. And 1-1, Southampton, Liverpool at St. Mary's Park, 44th minute. Goals by Nathan Redmond and Takumi Minamino, the Japanese international, with his first Premier League start for Liverpool. So, James Milner, he goes to Jota. Over to Tsimikas, the Greek, Milner. Tsimikas actually switched position, so Milner had to go back to Matip. Matip out wide to Gomez. Joe Gomez looking for the cross into the box, and it's a bit too long, and it goes out for a Southampton goal kick. So, yeah, back to Obi. Big up to Obi again. Thank you very much for dropping the $5 twice, man. Appreciate it. Guys, there's also something called Super Thanks. If you're watching a video and you look next to the like button, the share button, there's a button for clipping. If you scroll across, there is an option for Super Thanks that if you watch a video and you want to donate and you say, hey, I like this video, here's $1, here's $2, $5, $10, $15, $20, $100, whatever, it's this there. So Southampton in pursuit, Teller, and he goes down. The ball goes back to Allison and he clears. So there's something called Super Thanks along with Super Chat. So just keep that in mind for those of you guys who want to support the channels with your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Always appreciated. And it's a bad back pass. And Liverpool gets it back. Elliott and Southampton recover. Wow, that was sloppy by Southampton. Very, very sloppy. Elliott gives it away. And Diallo, the brother of Abdou Diallo. And it's some very, very sloppy football there by Southampton. Very, very sloppy football. Very sloppy, I have to say, man. So no foul being given. Liverpool still with it. Southampton are going to look to finish off the first half with the scores level. The ball goes into the box. Roberto Firmino. The shot is blocked and Southampton deals with it temporary. And he goes out for, well, Tsimikas kept it in play. Tsimikas is a baller, you know. I gotta say, you know, I really gotta apologize to Tsimikas, man. I said he was an average player. So Liverpool with a player down. This does not look good at all. And it's Joe Gomez. This does not look good. Joe Gomez is down. And he is wincing with an injury as we speak. So this is not good. This is not good news for the Liverpool faithfuls at all. Joe Gomez, the England international, the Liverpool man, a bit out of favor these days. As you guys can see, he's still very young, 24 years old. And he did show a lot of promise in his earlier stages, but guys like Konate came into the team and kind of pushed him to the side. But Joe Gomez there, grappling foot. Ooh, ooh. No. That is painful, man. That's the knee. That's the knee, man. That's the knee. That's the knee. That could be be serious, man. That could be serious. That could be that could be serious, man. That could be an ACL type injury. That could be very, very serious, man. Klopp looks on and he's like very concerned. He looks very concerned. There's no Van Dijk, remember, guys. And Joel Matip is on the field. Jordan Henderson is warming up to possibly fill in as a center back. This is as a right back, I should say. Let me see what the 11 the bench looks like right now. Who could be a possible option for Gomez? Gomez won't be able to continue. He won't be able to continue. I could tell. So there's Henderson, and that's about it, man. Reece Williams is available, and Gomez would have to go off. Reece Williams is an option. Henderson could come in at center back, and Konate, I'm pretty sure, could switch over at right back. I am 100% sure Konate could play as a right back. Pretty sure. For Leipzig, I'm pretty sure he played as one of three at the back, more right-sided. And Joe Gomez definitely looks like he's going to go off. This is not good for Liverpool. Remember, there's no Van Dijk on the bench. The other two backups are actually on the field. No Trent Alexander-Arnold in the squad, the matchday squad. So it's Reece Williams. Robertson is in the squad, so there's possibility he can come on. Tsimikas could maybe go at right back. Don't know how good he is as a right back, but that's a possibility there. But Henderson is most likely to come on and go into midfield, and James Milner would go in at right back. yeah. There you go. There's a solution right there. So big up to Obi. Obi says, Dom, you need to apologize to all Liverpool fans. You boldly predict Chelsea to win the FA Cup. I dare you to predict Real Madrid to win Liverpool. Respect. The thing is, right? The thing is, I actually, in the build-up with Kyle, I actually said you guys were going to win it. But it was just a feeling on Friday when I did the preview with Mike and Ankit. It was just a feeling that Chelsea were going to edge it. And Chelsea could have went on to win the game, but they blew it, man. They did blew it. So big up to Eldon Transfers in the house, man. Appreciate it. Ali Reza, Yagubi. Appreciate you. Nicola Stojkovic, man, in the house. Big up to you as well. Big up to everybody watching the stream. It's a slow start. We didn't, start when the game begun, but still better late than never, man. I'd rather be here than not show up at all, man, because I'm a City fan. This is a crucial game in terms of the title race, and City could win the title today. 45 minutes away from basically clinching the title, man. Look, unless Aston Villa literally destroys us on the final day. Let's say the game ends in a draw. Let's say it ends in a draw, right? And City with a 7-goal difference advantage. Go into the final match day and get destroyed by Aston Villa. I'm talking about 4-0. And Liverpool destroy Wolves. Then we lose the title. Listen, it's unlikely that City are going to lose the game. A draw might be a bit too tense, especially if Liverpool are like winning big against Wolves. But that won't be an easy game as well. And the fact that Liverpool are dealing with the injury problems towards the back end of the season and with the Champions League final in mind, like I've been saying this, right? I've been saying that, I've been talking to people, right? And people are not listening. I said Liverpool may have to prioritize the Champions League final. And some people say, hey, man, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? The Champions League final is 6 days away from the last day of the season. Do you think injuries heal in 6 days? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you need 2 weeks, might take a week. A week is 7 days. You're talking about 6 days. So, look, I don't see Klopp. Let me say this right now. Let me say this. If there is still some hope of Liverpool clinching the league title with Man City going in the final day, just needing a draw, listen, man, I don't see Klopp throwing the kitchen sink at it. Because you throw the kitchen sink at it, a player gets his leg broken against Wolves, or 2 players get taken out. Remember the game against Everton last season where Van Dijk and Thiago was taken out in the same game, and what happened to Liverpool's season? It got derailed. So I don't see Klopp going in and just go all guns blazing in the last day of the season and then gets players injured. Well, look, if there was no Champions League final, then yeah. But let's say there's a Champions League final, right? Liverpool are not going to risk the Champions League final with Man City being in a strong position to still go on to win the league. You see what I mean? So the Champions League is priority right now, and this game, the lineup tells the whole story. 9 changes. I said 10 earlier, right? My math is off. 9 changes. It's basically 10, right? When you think, no, 9. The goalkeeper and Konate. 9 changes. That's a lot of changes, man. That's a lot of changes. And look, I'm not a manager, but when I am a manager in FIFA career mode and I make 11 changes, I tend to struggle. I tend to struggle, man, because I'm not used to playing with those players, and the team is just weaker. You see what I mean? The team is just weaker. And that is what Liverpool is today. A weaker team. They're still showing a lot of fight and a lot of character, right? But It is a weaker Liverpool team. It is a weakened Liverpool team. You see. Okay, so big up to everybody in the stream right now. Make sure y'all like the video. We'll definitely appreciate that. Let me talk to you guys about something, right? Let me talk to you guys about something. Let me talk to the Liverpool fans about the deflection thing. Look, there was another deflection today. The Redmond goal was a deflection, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a whole thing on Twitter about the fact that there was a potential foul in the build-up and there was actually a deflection for the goal. It doesn't matter. Things get deflected all the time. All the time, man. You see what I mean? Things get deflected all the time. Okay? That's just life. There's some people, right? There's some people out there who are married. So like, for example, a guy, his wife was actually a deflection. Think about it. Someone else didn't want her, pushed her aside, and someone else picked her up. It's a deflection. It happens all the time. You see what I'm saying? I know it sounds funny, but just think about it. It happens, man. It happens. And sometimes, you know, you just need that. Need a little bit of help. You need a little bit of help, man. Look, Kevin Morris, Southampton won't win. I never predicted Southampton to win the game. It would actually be a boost if Southampton do go on to win, which means that Man City would indeed clinch the title today. All right? Today. So that is why it's important for me to be here right now, paying attention to what's going on. So, look, a deflection for the Redmond goal, but the build-up, the work that was put in, it was very good. It was very, very good, right? And Liverpool did respond well. But Alex McCarthy, he's rusty. He's rusty. And that's no excuse. That's nothing to discredit the Minamino goal, because that strike was a damn good strike. That was a damn good strike, man. That was a good strike. And I think that Jurgen Klopp has not trusted Minamino enough. He has not trusted Minamino enough. And if I'm Minamino, I'm leaving the club. I'm leaving. Okay? I'm leaving the club. I'm like, nah, man. Nah, I'm better than this. Seriously. Because think about it, right? Minamino showed so much promise at Salzburg. Liverpool bought him, right? Remember when Erling Haaland and Minamino and Hwang Hee-chan almost destroyed Liverpool at Anfield? That's why they bought in Minamino, right? That same season, Erling Haaland went to Dortmund, the winter. Minamino, I think, went to Liverpool. That's how good he was. I don't think he has been given a fair chance. And the reason why I'm saying he has not been given a fair chance is because look at Luis Diaz. He comes right into the team and he's playing every game. You see what I'm saying? He's playing every game. I know he's good, but I think Minamino is also a quality player. Maybe not at the level of a Luis Diaz, but he's good enough to be given more chances. Sometimes, right? Sometimes. Let me explain to you guys. Sometimes Liverpool are up in the game. It's a Champions League night. It's a Champions League night. I'm going to go back and show you guys exactly what I'm saying, while Klopp has not treated Minamino well. I'm gonna explain this to you. The Japanese deserved more game time, right? We're gonna go back, right? Let me show you guys something. Let me find a perfect example, right? Let's say the Inter game, right? Let's say the Inter game. Where is Minamino? Is he even on the bench? Let's find out. Minamino, he's on the bench, right? He's on the bench. Look at this. Look at this. Why the fuck are you sending on James Milner? You see what I'm saying? Just think about it. There is 5 subs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are you sending on James Milner? Look at the team. You score one in the 75th, the 83rd. Let's look at when the substitutions were made, right? Let's just scroll down here. Let's just take a look here. Let's just take a look. Let's take a look. James Milner, 86th minute. Why couldn't you just send in Takumi Minamino for a little game time there? You see what I'm saying? You're 2-0 up. I don't think Minamino is going to come into the team and actually make Liverpool lose from being 2-0 up after, you know, with 5 minutes left to be played. So these are the little things. In the cup, the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, Minamino was actually the man making things tick for Liverpool. And then Klopp did look at it. Look, let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, right? Look at the EFL Cup, right? Let's click EFL Cup, and I'm gonna explain to you guys. Liverpool, look at this, right? Look at this. Liverpool 2-0 over Arsenal, right? Look at this. Look at this, right? You have Cade Garden, Firmino, Jota, right? You look on the bench, Minamino on the bench. Why is Cade Garden starting over Minamino? You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. Just let it digest. Just let it digest. Think about it. The first leg, Liverpool, Arsenal. Let's go down. Minamino started. Why not start him again? You see what I'm saying? That's the only competition he's actually playing in. Let's go back. The game against Preston. Look who scored the goal. Takumi Minamino. Takumi Minamino. If you want to even go back further in the competition, right? Let's go back. Let's see. I think Liverpool got another game in the competition. Norwich. Look who scored the goals. Takumi Minamino, 4th and 88th minute, right? And let's scroll all the way down to the final, Chelsea versus Liverpool. And where is Takumi Minamino? Let's scroll down and you would see he's on the bench, unused. Why is Harvey Elliott coming on? Why is even James Milner coming on? I'm just saying. I think Minamino is definitely capable. He's capable. Anyways, enough with the Minamino rant, man. Listen, free the boy Minamino. Free Minamino. You know what I'm saying? He deserves better. He deserves better, man. He deserves better. One Liverpool player didn't get an FA Cup medal. He was Liverpool top. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? He was Liverpool's top scorer. Despite finishing as Liverpool's top goal scorer, Takumi Minamino did not deserve an FA Cup winner's medal, and supporters on social media have demanded he be given one immediately. Okay? MK? Alright? I'm done. I'm done. We're going to go back. We're going to go back to the focus, and that's the game today. Southampton won, Liverpool won at halftime. Nathan Redmond in the 13th minute. Minamino in the 27th minute. Free the boy Minamino, man. Free the boy Minamino. Big up to everybody in the house right about now. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Big up to the boy Adnan, who I see he's always praying on Twitter that City lose the games. It's okay, Adnan, man. Come better next season, bro. Come better next season, man. Come better next season. And you're going to need to come much better because, listen, man. Listen, there is a play about him very early. Okay? He is going to be in the league next season. Liverpool, and I said, must respond with a good signing. And people saying, oh, Liverpool don't need to respond. Liverpool don't need to respond. You better respond. You better respond. Okay? And I think Liverpool will respond. A few players will be leaving. Guys, there is a video that's going to be dropping later. Keep, sell, loan with Kyle and I. One, a little clip from a big clip from the Trophy Talk series that we're doing right now. And guys, don't forget to go and support Trophy Talk, man. I really enjoy doing this series with Kyle. It's good to sit down with a fellow American and a Liverpool fan and just chop it up, man. Just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Just chop it up. Nice, clean, banter and everything, and just have some fun, man. Remember, Manchester City and Liverpool are dominating the league, right? So Trophy Talk. We are the two teams that are in the forefront when it comes to winning trophies, especially this season. Carabao Cup, FA Cup for Liverpool, they're in the Champions League final, and Man City in the race to win the Premier League for the second time in a row, the fourth time in 5 seasons, right? We are looking to continue Trophy Talk into the off season, where we're going to talk transfers and any news that comes out, just to continue, putting out the content, man, and just, continue to build and just build and build. for next season, because next season is going to be enormous. Okay? And I really enjoy it, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's fun. It's fun. I'm going to continue trophy talk. You see what I'm saying? And if you know, I trust me, trophy talk will continue. I love it. It's an original series, and I just want to bring you guys fresh content, man. You know what I mean? I enjoy doing this. It's fun, and I've been doing it for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'll be doing it for 4 more years. You know what I'm saying? I'll be retiring after the 2026 World Cup, by the way, guys. Subject to a review. Okay? So, big up to everybody in the house. We got second half action again. Let me just pause the music, get my volume back on so I could hear the commentary. 1-1. There has been a change, guys. And let's make sure we keep tabs on that change. And we check the timeline here. There has been a change. I think Henderson came on for Gomez. Let me just refresh this to make sure. And yeah, Joe Gomez off. And Jordan Henderson on. James Milner is at right back as we speak. The Swiss Army knife man, James Milner. You know, right, Southampton with it. Redmond goes long and Brozier in pursuit, and Konate heads it out, and it's being kept in play, but Southampton give it back to Liverpool. Harvey Elliott, we haven't seen him for a very, very long time. Joe Matip gives it to Ibrahima Konate. Sounds like he got a bit of Guinean in him there. So, Henderson, Curtis Jones over to the Greek, Tsimikas, who's grown in stature lately. Henderson, the captain, goes back to Tsimikas, over to the former Cameroon international, Joel Matip. He gives it to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones with a Thiago-esque type pass and run. Henderson looking for the out ball. Gives it to Harvey Elliott. Henderson goes long, and it's a long ball. And it's too long, and it goes out. Tsimikas not being able to pull that one back. So, do big up to everybody in here, man. Big up to this Greek fan, you know, I got in the house, who came and dropped a couple negative comments. You know, come on, we all about love over here, man. You know, come on, let's have some fun. Nice to have you a part of the community, man. You know, I'm not here to fight. So, Nicola, the Premier League and Serie A are, in terms of quality, exact same. But in the Champions League and Premier League, the Premier League has better. No, I don't agree with that, bro. The Premier League has more quality than the Serie A, in my opinion. It has more quality, man. It has more quality. And that's just my opinion. The Premier League got more quality. Definitely. Angel Abel, Victor Ojomo in the house, who said Kylian Mbappe is coming to Anfield. Have you seen the rumor on Sky Sports? It's a UK TV, so it's official. Come on. That's just hype, man. Kylian Mbappe ain't going to Liverpool, man. Y'all, you know, the media is taking everything and just running with it, man. What you making a Kylian Mbappe? As a matter of fact, you know what? When I'm done this, I'm going to make a Kylian Mbappe to Liverpool video and just say it ain't happening. The only time you're going to have... Whoa, Liverpool! And ooh, it goes just wide. Diego Jota almost fired Liverpool into the lead in the 49th minute. What a build-up. Tsimikas involved, a couple step-overs and a cross into the box, and Jota with a snapshot. Ooh, maybe he had more time than he thought he did. Nah, not really, but that would have been a very, very good goal, and it just goes marginally wide. Jurgen Klopp looks on, and he looks a worried man, if you ask me. Jurgen Klopp looks a worried man. Does he need to worry? Yes, he needs to worry. The Premier League could be, you know, Manchester City's in about 40 minutes time or so. So, yeah. So, big up to everybody in the stream. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for yet another watch along. I will try to do a couple watch alongs for the international games that's coming up once I'm available next month. But I will be going on vacation, so I won't be able to do much between, let's say, the 14th and the 24th. So, yeah. Firmino goes back to Curtis Jones. You got Jota give right back to Southampton, who goes all the way back to Alex McCarthy, and he goes long. And Liverpool should get that ball back, but good jump. Very good jump by Broja, the Albanian. And what a ball! Southampton are in. Southampton are in, and it's a foul. It is a foul. James Ward-Prowse would be very, very interested in this one. It's a bit of a distance out, but you know what he's capable of doing, man. What's the distance looking like on this one? Elianu, ooh, that was indeed a foul, man. Milner, a bit rash. Very rash. Very, very rash. He did win the ball. He did get the ball, but his foot was very, very high. So is this a distance from where James Ward-Prowse could actually hit this in the back of the net? Let me take a look and yeah. This is in range. Guys, this is in range, man. This is in perfect range. 14 career direct free kick goals, second most in Premier League history. He needs 4 to catch David Beckham. And if James Ward-Prowse scores this goal, guys, you best believe it is over for Liverpool and their title charge. So James Ward-Prowse, he goes up and it hits the wall. Anticlimactic. And Redmond plays it over. And it goes out for a Southampton throw-in. So poor free kick by James Ward-Prowse. So Dane, Sheffield won. 1-1 in the playoff semis, so that means that Forest are in the ascendancy there, if I'm not mistaken, the last time I checked. You know, so Huddersfield are through. Huddersfield are definitely through to the playoff final. And Forest are in the lead 50 minutes in against Sheffield United. So, yeah, throw in. Liverpool deals with it temporarily. Curtis Jones, he's being pursued by Kyle Walker-Peters, who does an okay job to put it out for a throw. So, yeah, man, I'd rather see Forest and Huddersfield in the final because you know we're going to get a fresh team. And I would like to see Forest in the league. I don't want to see Huddersfield in the league again right now. Seriously. It's not my call, but still. Redmond, he goes to Teller. Nathan Teller. And it's being flicked out for a Southampton throw-in. Salisu might want to come up for the long throw. Put it into the box. Let's see what happens here. So, yeah, man, need some new teams in the Prem. Yeah, I won't mind seeing Nottingham Forest in the league at all. Forest in the league. Because Huddersfield, we had them recently making the Premier League debut. They weren't the most attractive team to watch. You know what I'm saying? And they got relegated after surviving one season. Survived one, played a second, and then that was it. So long throw, Salisu. And it's still alive for Southampton. Matip plays it back to Alisson. And Liverpool still do need a goal. Liverpool do need a goal. Don't forget that. Liverpool do need a goal. All right? So, yeah. So Liverpool with the ball. It's a good one, and it's blocked off. Liverpool with it again. And it goes into the box. Oh, very dangerous stuff. Ooh, and good defending there. Last-ditch stuff. And that is Jack Stevens with the clearance. So, ooh, very, very, very close, man. Liverpool are teasing and looking to get that winning goal to take the title race all the way to the final match day. The cross is too long. It's being headed out. Southampton could look to go on a counter. Broja. Amanda Broja. He got help and he's being brought down. No, the play continues. James Ward-Prowse is going to hook it around. And it's not a good ball. Alisson gathers gratefully. So, Liverpool, Firmino. And he's dispossessed. Southampton look to restart. Diallo loses it but gets it back. Ward-Prowse goes over to Kyle Walker-Peters with a lot of pace. Curtis Jones in pursuit. He goes past Curtis Jones. Tsimikas in pursuit. And he does well to block that off. And it is a corner. It is a Southampton corner. So, yeah, man. Yeah, it is still 1-1 in the 54th minute. Nathan Redmond in the 13th. Takumi Minamino in the 27th. So, ooh. Oh, so yeah, man. I was talking about Nottingham Forest, man. Nottingham Forest in terms of the league and everything. Nottingham Forest. It's not a team that I'm very familiar with, to be completely honest. And yeah. So I'll give you guys some more info on Forest very, very soon. And, you know, but Southampton in Liverpool's box. The balls get dealt with, but Southampton get it back. And Liverpool could look to counter. And this is Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott gets it back. Harvey Elliott plays it wide. Curtis Jones. What does he have? Curtis Jones, and his shot is blocked by Redmond. It goes into Milner. And it's not a very good ball, and it's repelled by Southampton. All Southampton need to do is to keep the game level, and they get a point. They get a point, and they give the title to Manchester City. And as a City fan, I'm actually hoping that's what happens. You know what I mean? So Firmino with the ball. It's a bit too long, and it's very close. Harvey Elliott clips the outside of the post, the near post, and it goes out for a goal kick. That was some very good football. Matip to Jota to Firmino, over to Harvey Elliott, and the angle was a bit too tight, and he wasn't able to put it into the back of the net. Maybe he needed to cut it back across goal. Yeah, definitely a cut across goal would have been a tap-in for Diego Jota, but he decided against it and paid the price. So the last time Forest was actually in the first tier was 98. 99. That's a long time. That is a long time. I would love to see them back. I would absolutely love to see them back. 98, 99 on the Ron Atkinson. That was the last time. So, Forest, you know, let's get something fresh in the league, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get something fresh. They survived the first 5 seasons in the Premier League era and then got relegated. So, yeah. So, Forest, Sheffield, I don't want to see Sheffield United back in the league anytime soon, man. Just want to put it, I really don't want to see Sheffield United back in the league. That's like having another Burnley in the league, you know. Are Burnley going to stay up? It's left to be seen. Konate goes to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones over to, who's this? Kostas Tsimikas? Jordan Henderson. Henderson, he's going to look to, okay, he finds Curtis Minamino. I think I've been mixing up Minamino and Curtis Jones, you know. I really think I have been. I don't know why. But the team is so unfamiliar, though. So, a lot of changes. Henderson to Konate. Liverpool looking to find a way through Southampton's defense. They will have to be very, very patient. And they're passing it around. James Milner plays it. Gives it back to Firmino, who's deep. Henderson. He goes over and is dealt with. Southampton defense. It goes back again. Lianco deals with it, the Brazilian. And Curtis Jones. Ooh! That's actually Jota. Yeah, mixing up all the freaking Liverpool players, man. You know, the bird's eye view is not helping at all. You know, and a lot of these players have like similar curly hair and stuff like that, man. So kind of messing me up. Kind of messing me up, man. You know? Messing me up a lot. A lot of them are the same complexion as well. So Milner tries to go into the box and it's deflected out for a corner kick. So, yeah, man. So big up to everybody still watching the stream. Matata United, Nicola, Dane Richards, Super 3. Everybody in the house right now, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in to yet another match watch along. I know I'm a bit late, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Guys, make sure you like the video for the stream if you haven't yet done so. We'll definitely appreciate that. All right, Redmond clears. Spectacular clearance. And it goes back to Jordan Henderson. Who plays it all the way back to Allison. So Curtis Jones, deepest player, is carrying the ball. Plays it over to Kostas Tsimikas, the Greek. He cuts in, picks out Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones goes long, maybe not good enough. Yep, not good enough. And Diallo Teller picks up and he goes out for a Southampton throw-in. So 59th minute. Guys, we got half hour for Liverpool to save their season. Are they going to pull it off, man? Are they going to make it happen? Do they have it in them? I did miss the goals while, you know, I was traveling my way back, you know, to the house. So I don't have any goal reactions to actually, clip out today unless we have more. But I can't do like a complete package, though. I really can't. So Kyle Walker-Peters. Guys, remember, this is a Southampton team that did not get beaten by City this season. They picked points off Man City, and they're showing how difficult they are when they are playing well. And they're very inconsistent. Some days they could be very good. Other days they could be very, very, very bad. I mean, very bad, right? And Teller, unimaginative, and he could not get past Jordan Henderson with the experience. So Elliott goes back to Matip, who goes all the way over to Tsimikas. Half hour for Liverpool to unlock this Southampton defense for the second time and gain a win. So maybe a change is needed off the bench. Who could Liverpool actually call on right now to make something happen for them to get this winning goal? So let's take a look at the Liverpool bench, and let's just scroll down and see who they could actually bring on. So yeah, we got let me see who we got here. Thiago, Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Luis Diaz is a player that could come on and affect the game. So I think the two changes are left, and those changes gotta be Luis Diaz and Divock Origi. Luis Diaz and Divock Origi are the players. So Tsimikas plays it in, and it's well dealt with by Diallo. And it is still 1-1. So Thiago could come in if you want, the passes. So it could be Thiago and Luis Diaz, or Luis Diaz and Divock Origi. And those are the best changes. Curtis Jones with the shot, and it goes wide. Not a very good shot, and just shows his lack of game time recently. So, yeah. For Southampton, they would just need to do what they're doing. If they want to make any changes, well, they could make some attacking switches, like just switch around their attackers. They won't really want to make any defensive changes, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to pull a Steven Gerrard and Aston Villa and take off your defensive players. Ball goes into the box, and it's well dealt with by the Brazilian Lianco as well, and he goes out for a Liverpool throw-in. So, Teller, he could come off. You could bring on a Shane Long or Adam Armstrong or even a Che Adams. Brozier could be taken off for one of these players as well. A midfield, player in terms of Stuart Armstrong. Curtis Jones with it, gives it to Tsimikas. He squares, and Jota opens his foot, but it's poorly done, and it's given back to Southampton. But they give it right back to Liverpool, and Matip unable to keep it in play. So, yeah, Southampton got a lot of options. Even a Jan Bednarek could be brought on. You know what I mean? For Stevens at the back there, Jack Stevens, a Lianco, anybody you want to take off, but you make sure you bring on a defensive player. Nathan Redmond playing as a fullback today. Look, you have a Jan Valery, who could come on. You see, I told you. Divock Origi. Is he going to be the hero today for Liverpool? Listen, I know if Divock Origi comes on and he's a hero, oh man, the Liverpool fans are going to go crazy. Because, they say Divock Origi is a legend, and he's one of the most clutch players you could find out there. So let's see if he could come off the bench and affect the game. And it's the 63rd minute, just about the time that Klopp made the change last week against Aston Villa. Could it work magic again? Diego Jota, Portuguese international, to Curtis Jones. He picks out Jordan Henderson, who's going to look to go wide, to James Milner. 36-year-old Milner, contract ends at the end of the season. Is he going to extend? It's left to be seen. So Minamino gives it back to Elliott. Elliott to Milner, and he tries something cheeky, unsuccessful. Diallo has it. Diallo, and he's dispossessed. But James Ward-Prowse picks it up, and he gives it to Walker-Peters, who picks out the run of James Ward-Prowse. Alisson is coming out, and Alisson finds Tsimikas. Very, very good football there by Alisson to read that play and to come out and to deal with the danger. Jota, he's going towards Kyle Walker-Peters. He picks out Firmino. Firmino picks out Elliott. Firmino with the shot, and it hits straight to Alex McCarthy, back from a lengthy injury layoff. So, look, it is 1-1, Southampton versus Liverpool. And this is the the best situation right now if you are a Manchester City fan and you are a Southampton fan, or if you're a fan of a club that does not want Liverpool to win anything. So, yeah, Liverpool with the ball. Dispossessed, and it goes out for a throw-in. Salisu, the Ghanaian, with the good work there. So, Divock Origi on 65th minute. Harvey Elliott off the field. The youngster departs, and he is replaced by the departing Divock Origi, who will leave the club at the end of the season, most likely to AC Milan on a free transfer. He will be playing Champions League football as well. So, Liverpool in attack. Diego Jota. Redmond comes up and mops up. Teller. Sloppy stuff there. Elyounoussi. Kyle Walker-Peters. He has the ball still. Kyle Walker-Peters does well. And he picks up Broja, but Broja gives it right back to Konate. Right. So, big up to everybody in the stream once again, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in for yet another one. You know, just something mild today, you know. Just make sure stick around for the match analysis. And if Liverpool does not have a good result, you know the Liverpool fans are going to run away and hide like they usually do. But, you know, if you're a Liverpool fan and you don't hide, stick around, man. Stick around. Make sure you do stick around. So, Southampton in defense. Dealt with so far. Salisu a bit sloppy. Salisu still sloppy, but he regains his strength and he clears. Salisu against Man City. Oh, man, the guy was so good. When I tell you so good, I would have signed him if I had the opportunity to sign him. But he's a bit inconsistent, man. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he went the game after that or just after that against Chelsea and was horrible. So, Diallo, that's actually Salisu again with the great header to put out for a corner. He got potential. He got potential. Remember, guys, Sadio Mane, Virgil van Dijk, Oxlade-Chamberlain, even I think Adam Lallana. All these guys, you know, Theo Walcott, who we haven't seen a lot of these days. He's still at Southampton. Oh, and it's in the back of the net. Liverpool got the winning goal, and it's 2-1 to Liverpool. What a goal. That's Joel Matip. And Liverpool are keeping the title race alive. It is a goal from the corner. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. What we got here? What we got here? So even with 9 changes, Liverpool are still defeating Southampton. This is crazy. This is crazy stuff, man. This is crazy stuff. Tsimikas with the corner. It goes in. Oh, my goodness, man. Elyounoussi, what are you doing? Elyounoussi with the flick on. Kyle Walker-Peters not able to get underneath. And Joel Matip. Actually, that might be Kyle Walker-Peters. On to Joel Matip's head. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. That is a lucky goal. That is what you call a lucky goal, right? Liverpool fans like to say City get lucky goals. That is a lucky goal. It just shows you need a bit of luck. I told y'all you need a bit of luck. Liverpool got very lucky there. Elyounoussi with the flick on. He could have easily just head that back out. He heads it into the middle and it lands onto the head of Kyle Walker-Peters, who then basically half volleys it onto Joel Matip's head. Liverpool back in the lead. Takumi Minamino goes down injured. Is he going to be okay? Southampton, you guys are bums. You guys got to be bums for this, man. You had it. I don't understand these teams, man. I really don't understand these teams, you know. They only got strength for City. Only got strength for City, man. When it comes to Liverpool, they just go flat. They just go flat, man. Deflation, you call it. Every time you're going to depend on one of these teams to get you something, never. Bums. Literally bums. All right? So, look again. Look again. Every time they get an opportunity, they never take the opportunity. So Milner is down with an injury. Broja. What happened here? Milner is very concerned. Is this a career-ending injury? Let's see. Broja. Milner caused that on himself. That's not a career-ending injury. No, I'm exaggerating there. Oh, no. Oh, the right ankle. He's okay. Milner is okay. He's okay though. He's okay. He got touched up a little bit there. He's okay though. He's okay. You know what I'm saying? He's okay. Guys, the Liverpool fans are going to come out there hiding places right now. They are in the lead again. You're going to see the numbers start going up. But then, guys, I predicted a Liverpool win. So, Southampton, you see the thing is, let me tell you something, right? You see when Liverpool made a change and bring on Origi, that is when Southampton had to make the change as well. And they didn't. They didn't respond. Now you respond in 7 minutes later when you're gone behind. You know what I mean? So, look. We got Stuart Armstrong coming on. There's a few changes for Southampton. Liverpool 2, Southampton 1. And the goals credited to Joel Matip. 67-minute goal. And Liverpool had to come from behind. Nathan Redmond in the 13th. Takumi Minamino in the 27th. Joel Matip in the 67th. And guys, if you go back last week, just last week, you know. Let's go back last week, right? And you're going to see this. Aston Villa scored in the 3rd minute. Joel Matip in the 6th minute. And Sadio Mane in the 65th. This guy Matip is coming up clutch for Liverpool time and time again this season. Southampton looking to level things. Southampton, could they help Man City today by scoring another goal? The commentators won't like that because every time Liverpool are in the ascendancy, you hear the decibels of the commentators' voices raise up. It's like they're so excited for Liverpool. And no wonder Pep said it, man. Look at Elyounoussi. All he needed to do was leave the damn ball alone. Leave the ball alone, but he had to go and head the ball. Like, come on, man. Anyways, this is the City fan in me speaking, guys. Let me calm down. Yeah, we are here to laugh at you. Laugh at me for what? I'm still in the lead, you know. I'm still in the lead. So Southampton still has 18 minutes to get a second goal. Matip, he puts it up for a throw-in. Liverpool in the ascendancy with the lead. Elyounoussi, you haven't done anything all game. Come on, Mohamed Elyounoussi. You just give Liverpool the freaking game. You need to respond. So Nathan Redmond, he plays it in. It's loose. And it's put out for a corner by Kostas Tsimikas. Very, very good work, though. Let's go back all the way to the goal, the Nathan Redmond goal. And that's Nathan Teller with the assist. All right, just wanted to make sure it wasn't Mohamed Elyounoussi, man. He ain't do nothing all game but assist that Joel Matip goal. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, James Ward-Prowse with a free kick. Could he land it on the head of a fellow Southampton player and equalize? Third Southampton corner. Ward-Prowse goes in and is dealt with. Is it a handball? I think that could be a handball, you know. I saw a hand stretch out, though. I did see a hand stretch out. Minamino looks a bit nervous. Are they going to take a look at it? They're not taking a look at it. Well, okay, it's not a handball. Southampton with it. Nathan Redmond. What do we have here? Nathan Redmond. Oh, and he's fouled. No foul given, though. No foul given against Joe Matip. And he goes along to Divock Origi. And there's going to be a foul given against Origi now on Stuart Armstrong or Jack Stevens with a yellow card. So I want to see that Minamino handball shout just now. They're not even showing it back, man. They're not showing it back. So I want to see it. They're not showing it back. And I don't have DVR, so I can't rewind. I can't do my own rewind and, you know, do my own little, you know, I can't do that. Replay. Curtis Jones. Liverpool just need to consolidate and just hold the lead. Game management now. No need to be overly attacking. Game management is needed against this Southampton team. Looking to get back in the game. Curtis Jones. Let's see how Southampton respond. Are they going to go all out? Are they going to show fight? Are they just going to lay down and get a third goal put past them? So, James Milner goes all the way back to Alisson Becker, who's already been beaten once in the game. He's being pressed by Broja, the Chelsea loanee. And Milner gets it back. He plays it long. And good football here by Liverpool. Roberto Firmino travels with the ball. He carries. And he gives it to Curtis Jones in the midfield. Curtis Jones, he's going to look to take a shot. Decides against it. Picks out Firmino, who picks out Tsimikas. He puts it into the box and it's dealt with by Lianco. Goes out to Jordan Henderson. Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones picks out Firmino. This is looking dangerous. He takes a shot and it's blocked. Southampton with it. And Broja is being blocked off by Konate. It looked like he did a good job to actually stop the Broja counter attack. But he's being called a foul. So I think it's the first. Yeah, he held him back a bit though. But good strength shown by Konate, I gotta say though. Very, very good strength. You know, so I'm not biased, bro. It's just a City fan in me comes out with the situation I had. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm not biased, man. Come on, y'all need, chill out, man. Chill out. Chill out. So what a ball, but not able to get on the end of it. Amanda Broja and Alisson picks up 14 minutes for Liverpool to avoid yet another scare and go into the final match day, needing Manchester City to lose their game or draw their game, or let's say needing City to not win. That's a lot of pressure, man. I'm telling you, that is a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure to must win. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's a lot of pressure, man. That is a lot of pressure. There's all likelihood that City could draw. You see what I'm saying? That's a lot of pressure, guys. I'm telling you. So Liverpool are doing a great job to keep the pressure on Manchester City. City have done it before many times to just keep winning. But the last game there against West Ham, we looked very suspect, man. And Aston Villa and West Ham are two similar teams. They're very, very similar in the quality of players and everything. So, squeaky bum time, man. Wait, Forest are bottling it? You're lying. You're lying. Oh, my God. EFL Championship right now. Sheffield United, 3-3. Oh, man, this one is going into extra time. 76th minute. John Fleck with the goal. Oh, man. Brennan Johnson scored first. Morgan Gibbs-White equalized. The Wolves man on loan. And then John Fleck. Ooh, the Scotsman with the go-ahead goal. Does Forest have one more goal in them to actually take this game, and go into the championship playoff final against Huddersfield? It is tense. It is very, very tense. So, Firmino gives it to Curtis Jones. Liverpool just need to see out and negotiate the last 13 minutes of this game here. And we have Henderson playing as a centre-back for most of the time he came on, a deep midfielder. He gives it, Teller gets it, not Teller, but Redmond. Southampton a bit sloppy right now. Salisu. Redmond. And he attempts to pick up Broja's run, but Broja is not running. Alisson plays it out and gives it away. Konate. Divock Origi. Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, number 17. Does Liverpool have another goal here? Looks like it. Minamino picks out. Ooh, and Milner put it out. And Milner is cursing at Takumi Minamino. Is he telling him he should have taken a shot? Let me see. Let me see what's going on here, though. But Liverpool are looking dangerous, like they could get another goal, though. Definitely could get another goal. So, yeah. Big up to the boy Dane in the house. Appreciate it. Matata United in the house. I won't be live on Sunday because I have work, okay? Liverpool with it. Firmino. Curtis Jones. Step over. Curtis Jones lays it off for Tsimikas. Tsimikas. Going to look to pick out somebody. And he goes back to Henderson. He's going to look to pick out another player as well. He goes over to Milner. Picks out Minamino. Minamino with it. The Japanese. The goal scorer. The equalizer. The samurai blue. All right. Liverpool go all the way back. Matip, the match winner as we speak, gives it to Konate. Ibrahima Konate. Picks out Jordan Henderson. Liverpool still do have one more substitution up their sleeve. Are they going to use it? Remember, Henderson on for the injured Joe Gomez. All right, Liverpool with it. Minamino. Minamino. Does he have another shot? Okay, he's dispossessed. And Divock Origi came on for Harvey Elliott. Is Klopp going to make any other change? Not necessary right now, but maybe, let me see, who could he give it a run out right now? Let me see. You don't want to really change things when you're doing well. Nobody. Oxlade-Chamberlain maybe for Curtis Jones. That's a like-for-like change. So, give Ox a little bit of game time before he probably leaves the club in the summer. So Alisson Becker picks out Konate. Back to Alisson. Jordan Henderson. Alisson. Over to the Greek, Tsimikas. Well, that's actually Jota. Is that Jota or the Greek? Alisson is being pressed. Southampton gets it back. Redmond. Jack Stevens. Salisu. Redmond with the goal early in the game. Doesn't mean anything right now. Jack Stevens picks out Ward-Prowse, who's not really played that good today. Just be honest. Poor game by Ward-Prowse. He had one free kick, he smashed it into the wall. I bet if it was against Man City, he would have scored. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Frustrating if you're a City fan watching this right now. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, these guys, man. And Southampton are making a change. Liverpool as well. Naby Keita coming on. And that player will be number... Let me see. Well, I'm on the brochure off. Che Adams on. Che Adams is Man City's only hope if they are to win the match. Well, win the title today. Virtually win the title today. And doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Roberto Firmino, he comes off. And Naby Keita comes on, which means Diego Jota would drop into the center forward slot. Naby Keita into the midfield. Liverpool in their McDonald's strip today. All yellow with the checkered pattern on the neck and sleeves. Alisson. Joel Matip. Back to Alisson. 1-2. Alisson goes all the way to Konate, the former Leipzig man. He picks out Tsimikas. Tsimikas to Curtis Jones, and he's dispossessed. Goes out for a throw-in. Lianco, the former Torino man, is working his butt off today. Where's Mohamed Elyounoussi, man? He needs to make amends for the dumb assist he picked up today for that Joel Matip goal. Konate, he's being pressed, and he wiggles out. Very well done. Tsimikas being manhandled. Liverpool still with the ball. Jordan Henderson playing as one of three centre-backs right now. Milner, right wing back. Goes back to Matip. Matip all the way to Alisson. Alisson being an outlet today, like an Edison, and doing very, very well. Kostas Tsimikas skillfully plays it back to Konate, the giant of a player, Konate. Tsimikas with it again. Liverpool just need to hold possession and don't do anything too risky, and they will win the game by a goal. Naby Keita gets it from Konate. He plays it to Matip. Milner. All the way back to Alisson, the Brazilian. Goes long. Looks to pick out Divock Origi. He does. Minamino, the samurai. He wiggles past Salisu. Very well done. Cheekily done by Origi as well. Very good football there by the fringe Liverpool men. Origi and Takumi Minamino. Southampton starved off the ball as we speak. Haven't had a good length of possession in a while. Not able to stitch together any meaningful type of play. And if you check the stats for Southampton, they've only had 25% of the ball, man. Very poor. Only 226 passes. Origi still with it, and fouls being called. 3 shots, 1 on target. Liverpool with 22 shots, 5 on target. So Liverpool, they have been very, very dominant throughout the game. McCarthy not tested a lot. You see, 5 shots on target. Those saves were very, routine. Very, very, very routine. But that's 2 on target, meaning 5 on target, 2 in the back of the net, 3 saves. None of those saves being, anything crazy. So Kyle Walker-Peters with the ball. Goes back to Lianco, the Brazilian. McCarthy, he's being pressed. And he's forced into giving away the ball to Minamino. Curtis Jones. Does Liverpool have another goal? Curtis Jones! And he plays it, and it's a deflection. Goes out for a corner there. So Liverpool fans must be very, very happy right now. Only 4 minutes left to play, and they go into the final match day with still a glimmer of hope, and will be depending on Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa to pick a point off Man City, and Liverpool would need to win their game against Wolves, and best believe if that's the situation, they would win the game. So, Konate goes up and he heads it out for a goal kick. Yeah, best believe if the situation, let me tell you this. If there's any team to drop points on the final match day, it's going to be Manchester City. Best believe that. I'm a City fan, I know. If any team ought to drop points, I'm not saying we will, but if there's a team to drop points, it's City. And that would be a devastating blow because Liverpool would definitely win the title. Oh my God, I'm telling you this, man. Woo! That would be hard to take. That would be hard to take. That would be a hard pill to swallow, guys. I'm telling you. God damn. That would be like trying to swallow pills without water. Ooh. Southampton with it. They've been very, very poor since they scored. I gotta say, very poor since they scored. Liverpool have definitely responded well. And Kyle Walker-Peters with it. He goes long. And it goes out. Stuart Armstrong. The Southampton have one more little piece of magic left in them. James Ward-Prowse with it. He's haven't had a lot of chances to do his thing. Not even from the dead ball situation. And not enough possession to actually pick out that killer pass into the final third. Salisu. He goes to Redmond. Redmond goes past one. He goes past another. Redmond, does he have another one? He hits it! Redmond! And Alisson spills but recovers very, very well. Redmond needed to actually hit that to Alisson's left or further to his right. But that ball was straight to the Brazilian international, who did not grasp it very well on the first attempt, but was pretty routine at the end of the day, man. So, yeah, Southampton are trying, and that was one of their better chances, but Redmond needed a bit more Kevin De Bruyne in that one to put it into the far post. So, Lianco, Southampton still fighting to get that elusive point today. Salisu, Mo Salisu gives it back to the most dangerous player, Redmond, who picks out Elyounoussi. Could he make amends for his assist earlier? And Elyounoussi tries a back heel and he gives the ball away to Liverpool, but Southampton get it back. Mohamed Elyounoussi, bro, you have been a letdown today, man. As a City fan, you're letting me down big time, man. And I'm saying, I know you don't owe me nothing, but you're letting me down, man. You let me down. So we got, Redmond with the skill to get past Minamino. Redmond again. He's still with it. He gives it to Ward-Prowse. So could he get one into the box? Ward-Prowse picks out Lianco. The Southampton have one last chance to them. Che Adams not able to gather the ball again. So Lianco, and it's being said it's legal. Southampton still with it. Salisu picks out Redmond. Could he cut in and take another shot? No, he doesn't. Stevens. He goes wide. Walker-Peters. There's a runner. There's a runner. And that's Armstrong. Armstrong to Kyle Walker-Peters. Back to Lianco. Lianco, the Brazilian, picks up Kyle Walker-Peters, puts it into the box. And it's a bit too long, but Redmond will look to gather. He does. And it's still in play. Mohamed Salisu could put it into the box. He does put it into the box, and it's dealt with by Kostas Tsimikas. And Divock Origi with the height wins it, but Southampton gets it back. Stuart Armstrong does have a lot of skill. Salisu, back to Armstrong. Redmond, Armstrong with the run. Armstrong with the run, and it's being put out for a corner. James Milner in protest for the foul. There should be about 6 minutes of extra time, you know. Should be about 6 minutes with some of the injuries and all of that. But let me see how much time we got put on here. 5 to 6 minutes. Let me see. Anything? 3 minutes. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. Big up to Ivan, man. Thank you very much for remaining a member. Also, big up to Josh Byrne. Appreciate it as well. Cashew Red in the house. Colin Francis. City ain't losing to Villa. A draw would be a great result for Villa, but goal difference will kill Liverpool, and City ain't got a striker. Shows how good they are. But look, man. Look, a draw ain't good enough. A draw ain't good enough. A draw ain't good enough, man. Look, 91 points ain't good enough. Liverpool will go on to get 92. Huh? A draw ain't good enough, Colin. It's a must-win game. It's a must-win game. Must win. Liverpool back with the ball. Origi. And it goes all the way back to Lianco. Back to McCarthy. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. So Southampton got it in them. And Lianco with it. Lianco. Fakes. Kyle Walker-Peters, he picks out the run here. Che Adams. Che Adams is in behind. Che Adams. And, oh, he loses the ball. He still gets it. God damn, I'm getting excited here. But nothing happened. So the ball goes into the box and it's dealt with by Liverpool again. Che Adams with it. Che Adams. It goes out wide. Who is this? Armstrong. It goes in. Che Adams. And it's dealt with by Matip. And it's dealt with by Curtis Jones now. And this is James Ward-Prowse. Goes back. Lianco. 1 minute and a half to go. Southampton. Elianusi. Redmond. 10 situation. Redmond plays it into the box. It goes up. And Alisson picks it up and he hugs it. And 1 more minute for Liverpool to see off. That was a 10 situation there for Liverpool to negotiate. And they did so brilliantly. So Kyle Walker-Peters not being able to get his hand on it. And that's Tsimikas with the very... Tsimikas, I got to give it to Tsimikas, though. I got to give it to him. He's a player I called average when he was signed. And indeed, he was probably average. He's improved, man. He's improved. So Alisson puts it out to give Southampton 1 more chance. 1 more. Do they have it in them? 30 seconds. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. They give the ball back, but they get it. Salisu. What do they have? Konate, and he's fouled. He is fouled. That is it. Liverpool should go on to win the game. 2-1. I did predict a 1-0 win for Liverpool for this game. And it's looking like it's going to end in Liverpool's favor by 1 single goal. Martin Atkinson, who would retire at the end of the season. He looks on and he looks at his watch. He is going to blow the whistle maybe as soon as the ball is settled and is put into Southampton's third of the field. And maybe, you know, if Southampton... Yep, that is it. Liverpool with the win. Liverpool with the win. Okay, guys. It goes down to the last day. The last day. It goes down to the last day. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let us talk. Let us talk. Post-match. Post-match. Let us talk. As a City fan, am I disappointed with Southampton's performance? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was tame. It was very tame. Okay? Very tame. Very tame, I gotta say. Very tame. I expected a better display by the Saints, and they weren't devilish enough on the day whatsoever. Look here. Let's take a look at Liverpool's 11 coming into this game. And it just shows how good this Liverpool team have been this season. Southampton 1, Liverpool 2. Nathan Redmond in the 13th. Takumi Minamino in the 27th. And Joel Matip in the 67th with the winner. Joel Matip is proven to be a match winner for Liverpool these days. Look at the 11 here, right? Alex McCarthy. Don't understand for the life of me why he's even playing, right? Because he's been injured for some time. Fraser Forster have been doing a good job, but maybe because of Southampton's poor form lately, Hasenhüttl like to do things like that, where he dropped Fraser Forster, bring back McCarthy, and Bednarek is not even in the from the start. Bednarek did not start, and you know, he giving someone else a start. I think Jack Stevens may have come in, if I'm not mistaken. But a very defensive setup with Walker Peters, Lianco, Stevens, Salisu, Redmond playing as a wing back. Ward-Prowse, who I think was very poor in the game, very, very poor, wasn't allowed to do his thing. Elliot Newsey, another poor performance on the day for him. Diallo had a nothing game. It was like he didn't even play. Teller credited with the assist there for the Nathan Redmond goal. And Armando Broja, he tried, but not, you know, did not see enough of the ball. Right? Look at this Liverpool team. And this is why I say the team has definitely grown in stature over the last few seasons, where in previous seasons, the Liverpool team was criticized for not having a good enough bench, right? Compared to the likes of Man City. But if you look at this season, they have that. And in the preview for this game, I did mention that Klopp was going to change from the FA Cup final, and he made 9 changes. And I expected this, and he did. Jota, Firmino, Minamino. Curtis Jones, Milner, Elliott, Tsimikas, Matip, Gomez in. Konate and Alisson, the only survivors from the FA Cup win. Congratulations to Liverpool on winning the FA Cup as well, right? Right? They would want to say thanks to Chelsea as well, who allowed them to go on to win both cups as well. So yeah, I'm not saying that Chelsea bent over and got beaten. It's just that you know, come on, the likelihood of that happening is very, very rare, right? So look, Naby Keita, Henderson, who had to come on very, very early for Joe Gomez, who picked up an injury, and that looks like it could be a serious injury as well. We might not see Joe Gomez for the rest of the season. And Henderson came on and did a pretty good job. And I think when Henderson came on after the second half, when the second half started, Liverpool changed their system with three at the back. Could see Konate, Henderson, and Joel Matip playing as center halves, with Milner playing as a more advanced fullback. So, you know, sometimes when things don't go your way, you gotta switch the system, and kudos to Klopp for doing that. Origi came on, and when he came on, you know, his substitution was indeed the catalyst for that winning goal. And credit to Klopp there as well. But you have to question Hasenhüttl, right? It's chess, not checkers. When Klopp make a move, you make a move. Don't wait for something to happen, then make a move. And that is what he did. And, you know, it was a bit too late. When you bring on, you know, the Che Adams and the Armstrong moves, it was a bit too late. Romeo was the other substitute. So, look, in terms of the game itself, I started about 5 minutes in because I didn't realize the game was starting at 2:45 my time, guys. I live in New York, so that's Eastern time. And I caught the game about 6 minutes in. 0-0 still. I don't think anything really happened in the game yet. And Southampton, they look good. They look good from the start. I was like, okay, a weakened Liverpool team, Southampton with their tails up, they would have looked at the team and be like, yeah, that team is beatable. You see what I mean? But remember, guys, even with me projecting that the team would be heavily changed, I still predicted a Liverpool win by a 1-goal margin because Southampton have not been good enough lately. They only got strength for City. You see what I'm saying? And that is what also pisses me off, because you play against Man City and you come out like prime Barcelona and you get points, but then you come up against Liverpool and you're bending over and getting, you see what I'm saying? Tame performance, if you ask me. But they started well. Questionable goal, the Lianco potential foul, and Jota wasn't given. Great build-up, Teller to Redmond. Very good shimmy and, very good shot. Deflected off Milner. I think that was off Milner, if I'm not mistaken. Past Alisson. Early goal. And just like the Aston Villa game, Liverpool went behind. Just like the Villarreal game, Liverpool went behind. And as I always say, it takes a good team. A team shows character by stepping up when they go behind. You see what I mean? A good team knows how to rise from a setback, from a fall. And that is exactly what Liverpool did. You see what I'm saying? They did that last week. They did that against Villarreal. And they just keep doing it. They did it again. And I think after Southampton scored that goal, they may have went a bit into relaxation mode. They went into their comfort zone. They disappeared over to Maui on a vacation. Because after that, I didn't see the intent. You see what I'm saying? And maybe it's not them. Maybe it's Liverpool needing to bounce back after going behind. And it was a bit too much for Southampton to handle. Because when you really look at this Southampton team, it's a team that's still, trying to find their feet as a unit. You see what I mean? They barely survive. They got 40 points. They will survive. They will survive. Because, they will survive. The superior goal difference and everything. They will survive. But if you look at the team and how the players, man, not a lot of established players within the team. A lot of players go out injured, come back, and, the team has been rotating and chopping and changing. Other teams always come in for their best players, so they could never just develop a cohesive bunch for a couple seasons. See, like how Liverpool and Man City just have these very good teams that they've been building for seasons and seasons, and that is why they've been winning, things. Premier League, the only two teams to win the Premier League across the last 4 seasons, right? Because the other teams are not able to put together a team that's play with each other for a very, very, very long time, and Southampton very, very guilty of that. But kudos to Liverpool, man. They fought back well. You could see the players, man. Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, Milner. These guys were really up for the challenge on the day. And Minamino, Jota, the ball played in Matip, Jota with so you got to give it to Liverpool. As much as you're an opposition fan and you want them to not do well sometimes, you know what I'm saying, all the time, they still bounce back and do well. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, damn. And if I was a fan of a team, like let's say I was an Arsenal or a Tottenham fan, it would hurt even more. But I'm a City fan. It's fine. You see what I'm saying? I like that we have a bit of competition, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. But good way to bounce back. I love the response that Liverpool showed in the game to going behind. Minamino, that bullet. And as I said, Minamino deserves a lot more respect. A lot more. I don't think Klopp has been fair to Minamino. You see what I'm saying? He has not given Minamino enough game time, and to just use him sporadically like that, it's kind of, demoralizing for the player. But it also shows a lot of character by Minamino for bouncing back, coming off not even like off the bench, not even in a squad sometimes. And to that strike, that was a great strike, man. I think even though you would criticize a goalkeeper for getting beaten at his near post like that, that would have beaten the best of the best. It was that good. It was Sergio Aguero-esque. It was that good, man. It was that good. Roof for the net, and that was good. That was good. So kudos to the Japanese, who looked sharp on the day, who looked sharp. And you got to give credit to Liverpool's pressing game, and you got to give credit to them for holding possession as well as they did, using Alisson as an outlet, passing the ball back, no real mistakes during the match and everything. And Konate deserves a lot of credit, man. The man is a giant. You see what I'm saying? And for Liverpool to bring him in and have a player to go back there in the absence of Van Dijk. Remember, guys, no Salah, no Van Dijk, no Mane, no Thiago, no Luis Diaz. And you're still picking up a win? You see what I'm saying? Against a team that's outside the relegation zone? You deserve a lot of credit. You do deserve a lot of credit, man. And, you know, as much as you as I said, you would say, man, you know, you criticize Southampton and say you could have did better than what you did and whatnot. Southampton are not playing by themselves. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of variables that need to be factored in when it comes to when you criticize the opposition as well, right? Because Liverpool, the way they play, it's hard. It's really, really hard to take the game to them, and you got to be precise. You got to be 100% on point, or else you won't get a desirable result. And if you look across the results all season, there's not been many losses. And there's been too many draws, I think. And I think this is something that Liverpool needs to work on. They need to not draw so many games. Because if they did not draw the games that they drew this season, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Liverpool drew 8 games, right? And if Liverpool just won one of those games that they drew, they would have been winning the league as we speak. So I think that's something that they need to work on. And, you know, you see like for Man City, how they do dominate games completely, 4-0, blow teams out. Liverpool do that sometimes, but not on a consistent basis as Man City. So I think that is something that Klopp needs to work on by killing off teams. You kill off teams on a more consistent basis and you win the title. That is what they did in the 2019-20 season, where they won the title in October. I think they won the title in October. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. I'm telling you exactly what you need to beat City. I'm telling you. I'm being very, very generous right now. So, look, I predicted a win for Liverpool, 2-1 win. Southampton, you tried. But for a rotated Liverpool team, 9 changes to go out there and to pick up a win, congratulations, man. Congratulations. The last game will be versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, Championship Sunday. I wish I could do a watch along for that, but I'll be at work watching on tensely. And Man City play Aston Villa at home. Someone say, you know, I see people say, no way. But guys, best believe this is going down. This is going down to the last minute. It's going down to the last minute, man. Aston Villa not going to bend over and be beaten. Wolves neither. But as I said before, there's a more likelihood for Man City to drop points than Liverpool. I don't see Liverpool dropping points against Wolves. But City's looking shaky, you know, in that West Ham game. And, you know, we have that propensity to bottle shit. Okay? And it could happen. And if it happens, and I got to show my face later that day, it's going to be tough to explain. I don't know what excuse I'm going to have to come up with. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Guys, you got to love it. You absolutely got to love it. As much as I would have wanted to win the title long time ago, you still got to love that it's going down to the final day of the season. Wow. What a league. Wow. Man City and Liverpool two very, very good teams. Very, very good teams. Modern day football at its finest. You gotta appreciate it, man. You gotta appreciate it. You really gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate what's going on over in Italy as well, between AC Milan and Inter Milan as well. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love it, man, and I hope that we have a very, very good season come 2022-23 as well. I know I'm going ahead, but if this one is this good, next season could be even better. But look, kudos to Klopp and his boys for going on to win so convincingly in the end. If you go and you look at the stats, domination. Over 75% of the ball, 20-something shots at goal. And Liverpool were dominant. Even though they had a few scares, it was pretty routine at the end of the day. Pretty routine. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on the game. Let me know yours in the comments. Do subscribe if you're new. Appreciate it. But guys, big up to everybody in here, man. That's my post-match. And I could stick around a bit more, talk to you guys. How's everybody feeling? You know, I started this watch along a bit late, so I could stick around a bit more. Ivan LFC saying City will win Sunday. Real will be tough, but wasn't payback. Look, the thing about, let's talk a bit about the last match there, right? Let's talk about that. And let us actually go and let's bring up the game, Liverpool Wolves, first game of the season. A 1-0 win for Liverpool, I could recall. And we scroll down to that game. Where's that game? 1-0. I could remember that, but like it was, the two results. Both 1-0 versus City and Liverpool. Yeah. 1-0 right here, right? 1-0. Wolves 0, Liverpool 1. Divock Origi in the 94th minute. It was that close. December 4th. It was that close. Okay? Is it going to be that close again? Could be. Could be. You see what I'm saying? You never know. You never ever know. Wolves have not been playing that well lately. You never ever know. You never ever know. So, if you check Wolves and their form lately, 1-1 against Norwich there. I still have to watch the highlights of this. I didn't even know that game finished 1-1, to be completely honest. I didn't even realize that game played. For real. Yeah, I think I did glimpse the result, but 1-1. Yeah. That's not a good result against Norwich, right? Timo Pukki with the goal. I did talk about Timo Pukki in the preview. 5-1 against City. The 2-2 against Chelsea. So they're not really in terrible form. But after they came back from the hiatus, they lost those games there against Burnley and Brighton, right? They had a break between the 8th and the 24th. Lost to Burnley, lost to Brighton. But I think they bounced back well with 2 points against Chelsea and against Norwich, right? They got battered against Man City. They play against Liverpool, a team that they almost gained a point from this season. It's at Anfield. It doesn't mean anything really because teams could go to Anfield and get points, you know what I mean? And perfect example here is Tottenham, right there. Tottenham. So look, it hinged on the results of these last two games. Liverpool hosts Wolves, Man City hosts Villa. But there's another factor that comes into play here. There is another factor. The Champions League final, which is 6 days after that game against Wolves. Are Liverpool gonna go all guns blazing in the league and put the Champions League final at risk? Because believe me, man, anything could happen. You don't want to go in. I'm not just saying this because I want Liverpool to play a heavily rotated team or anything. They could still do that and win. But I'm saying, let's just look at it from a neutral standpoint here. If Liverpool goes in all guns blazing, Salah not 100%, Van Dijk not 100%, right? You're going to need them guys in the final. Or maybe you don't, but ideally you would need those guys in the final. You would need them in the final, right? I could see Liverpool rotating again, but having those guys on the bench just in case you need them. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think it would be the wisest thing to go all guns blazing. I know it would help City to go on to win the league if Liverpool go in with a rotated team, because I think Wolves are going to be a bit tougher to beat than Southampton, right? You want to believe that. I just don't see Klopp going all guns. I think Klopp's going to trust those French players again against Wolves with the Anfield backing and see what happens. Because even if you go in, and this is why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because even if you go in all guns blazing against Wolves and you get that desirable result, and then Man City still win, it ends up being all for nothing. You may be saying it's not all for nothing because you're getting the job done and seeing if Man City, buckle. But it's not good to bet on City buckling in a position like that. You see what I'm saying? It ain't the Champions League. If it's a Champions League, then yeah, it ain't a Champions League. You see what I mean? So, Liverpool won't want to go all guns blazing, get the job done, have a couple casualties, and then go into the Champions League final short-handed and losing it. That would be devastating. In retrospect, you would say, hey, man. In hindsight, you would say, man, hey, man, maybe Klopp should have just said, hey, look, man, City's winning the league already. Just wrap these guys in cotton wool and not risk anything. Because Real Madrid are on fire this season. You see what I'm saying? They've been on fire all season. So, yeah. What helps Man City is that Villa's defense isn't all that good. That is one thing that's gonna help City. Tyrone Mings, Callum Chambers, Courtney House, these guys are not good enough. See what I'm saying? They might have good days, but they might also have days where they make a lot of mistakes. And you could see what happened Tyrone Mings in that Liverpool game, dilly-daddling on the ball and slipping and so clumsy, man. You see what I'm saying? So clumsy. And I just can't see that defense keeping a clean sheet or keeping Man City at bay. It could happen. It could happen. We could well go on to lose the league. And I think if that happened, that will be devastating. I laugh here nervously, but I'm telling you, that would be devastating. As I said, if we do lose the league, I might spontaneously combust. Stay just like that and just burst into flames. Because I don't see how we could be in a position like this, have West Ham to defeat, and not score that penalty. You see what I'm saying? So anybody to be blamed, it got to be the players. It got to be the players, This game, man. This game. It's a beautiful game, man. It goes down to the wire. It goes down to the wire, man. It goes down to the wire. I know a lot of people want us to bottle it, and it would be one of the greatest bottling of all time. But it would also be very hard for Liverpool fans to take if they come in second by 1 point again for a second time against Man City. And within the last 10 years, a third time coming in second to City. First time being by 2 points. Second time by 1. And now again by 1 point. That'll be tough. That'll be tough. There's also more permutations where Man City lose, but Liverpool draw. Man City win on goal difference. That'll be a crazy one as well. I'm telling you, Sunday is going to be wild. It is going to be wild because when the goals are going in, teams have to be focused on their own matches. Be focused on your own match. I could recall when we won by 1 point, the Liverpool fans and the Liverpool team, They were more focused on the City game. They were more focused on the City game than their own game. You see what I mean? And you can't do that. You can't do that. That was that Vincent Kompany goal, right? You can't do that. You can't. And Klopp said that. Klopp said, I was more focused on Man City, and that is why Liverpool went on to win the title the season after that. Because they focused on their own thing. And then after that, Klopp came out and approached the season the wrong way, saying he's going to attack the title. You don't attack no title. You don't. You defend the title that you have. You defend it. You don't attack no title. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. But look, two great teams. But guys, I know people are scared of City. I know that. I know that. The team is so good. The team is so damn good, man. And that is why City gets so much hate, because they have financial power. They could basically bring in the players that they need. No, City cannot buy who they want. People get it twisted and mixed up, like say, Man City got all this money. Guys, we can't buy who we want to buy. Of course, we would love to have Kylian Mbappe. You see Kylian Mbappe going to City. We got Erling Haaland, yeah. But won't we want to get Erling Haaland and Mbappe in the same team? Put one over on the right, put one through the center. That would be nice. But that's not going to happen. But when we want a player and we identify a player that we want, we go in, we get that player, we make it happen. You see what I mean? And that's how the team has been good over the last decade. First title on the Mancini, big up to Aguero. The second one on the Pellegrini. And then the rest on the Pep. You see? So it's because City just keeps reinforcing the team all the time. It's not, all right, we're good, we're going to chill all the time. All the time. You see, Ilkay Gundogan is you know, it's in the news that Gundogan could be leaving the club. Gundogan is still a very, very good player. But if you check Ilkay Gundogan's age, guys, he's 30, 31, 30 around there. And if you don't understand what Man City are doing, well, you need to get you need to get up to speed, right? Because what City are doing is keeping the squad fresh and keeping the squad competitive to win things. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about, right? Look at the age. Edison is 28. You guys would realize, you're going to see something. In about 3 years, City are going to start looking for an alternative to Edison, if not earlier. Right? Anytime there's a decline, anytime there's a noticeable decline, you're gone. Right? Ruben Diaz, 25. Emerick Laporte, 27. Maybe 2 more seasons at City. Stones, the same thing. Ake, the same thing. A couple more seasons. Zinchenko, he's been doing well. You might see him stay on as that player that the squad just needs to, you know what I mean? That, you know, he's not going to go crazy over needing game time all the time. He's going to play his role, right? Forget about Mendy. Forget him. Forget he's even in the team, right? Forget him. You know, he's never been good. Forget him. Cancelo, look at the age, right? Kyle Walker. Man City are going to look to replace these players very, very soon. Rodri's only 25. Look at Fernandinho. He's going to leave, right? Foden's 21. Gundogan is 31. So Gundogan is going to look to leave. A younger player, 23 to 25 years old, is going to come in of supreme quality. De Bruyne would stay on for a couple more seasons because he doesn't really need to, you know, he will go on and like David Silva stuck around a little longer. So Kevin De Bruyne would stick around maybe for 3 more seasons, right? Bernardo is there. He could still stick around unless he wants to move. Cole Palmer is a player that's going to be brought, you know, pushed through. Sterling, you know, he could leave anytime, but, you know, he might stay at the club as well. Grealish is new. He's only 26. Mahrez got about one more season. I think Mahrez has one more season and he's out. Jesus might get sold. But if you look at the incoming, right? Julian Alvarez is coming in. He's 22 years old. Erling Haaland is coming in. He's 21 years old. You see what I mean? So those are two players that's already bought and who's going to come into the team. There's a young Brazilian by the name of Keke. You see Tchouaméni being linked here. I don't know if that Tchouaméni to City thing is going to happen. He's been linked to Liverpool as well. But I could easily see City going in for him. I could easily see that happening. But Man City is, in the news for a Brazilian, Portuguese international, I think, by the name of Matheus Nunes, who plays for Sporting. And Frankie de Jong also, could come to the club. He wants to play Champions League football. Man United won't be playing Champions League football. They might be playing Conference League football. So you could see the kind of business that City does. And that is why the team continues to be on top. If we switch, right, and we go to Liverpool. Let's go to Liverpool because, this was a Liverpool live stream. Let's go to Liverpool and you see the pattern of Liverpool changing. The pattern is changing and it's kind of mirroring a similar pattern that Man City have been implementing by bringing in supreme quality into the team, right? Look, players like Karius and Adrian, you might want to keep one of them around for just training purposes or just get rid of both of them and just bring in one of the youngsters from the, or bring in one of them keepers that play that role very well, right? But if you look at the setup, Konate, only 22. Gomez, well, he just got injured, but 24. Matip is 30. Van Dijk is 30. What Liverpool needs to do right now is identify a centre-back, a high-quality centre-back that they could bring into the team and integrate. Because, look, I know centre-backs have a long shelf life. Van Dijk and Matip could play well until they're 35 at a high level, but they will decline somewhat, right? So you got to keep improving the team, and Konate just shows how great of a business that was, right? By bringing him in, and look, he could play without Van Dijk and win games for Liverpool, right? You see what I mean? Set out guys like Reece Williams to see if he will develop. Look at how well Simica stepped up to Robertson. So that's two good left backs you got there. Trent Alexander-Arnold needs another player now to come in and give him a little bit of competition. You see what I'm saying? Fabinho is getting up there in age. He's 28. He's a bit injury prone these days. I don't know if I could use the word injury prone, but he has been getting injured more often than not, right? So you bring in a quality defensive midfielder to give him backup, and along with the players that's, there will be players that's going to be leaving, like Oxlade-Chamberlain and maybe one or two other players, right? So you just keep improving the team with quality, but you got to spend the money. You can't think you're not going to spend money and stay up to speed. Look at Luis Diaz. He's going to cost, about 60 million at the end of the deal? If I'm not wrong. And look at how good he's been. It's no secret. Look at Jota. Look at how good he's been. Look at how good Konate's been. So this is the only way you're going to keep up with Manchester City. You got City sign Haaland. You better go out there and sign. I've been hearing Liverpool fans telling me about, we don't have, that's not the way we do things. That's not the way we do our business. We are gonna survive. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. No, don't sign anybody this summer and watch what happens next season. Remember, I told you that. You don't buy any players and watch what happens. Pep buys star players, Klopp makes star players. Go ahead and make more stars. Go. Make stars. Make stars. Go. Make stars and come in second. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Make the stars, come in second, and see, I love it. Make stars and come in second, man. You see what I mean? So, yeah, that's basically how you dominate. That's how you dominate the league. That's how you dominate the league. By just keep improving your team. And that's what City have been doing. You see, I know we spend a lot of money. I know that. Don't tell me I don't know. I know that, right? But the club is an attractive prospect. right? You want to play for a club that's winning things, that's going to be playing Champions League football every season. And that's what City have been doing. Playing Champions League football every season. Liverpool, very attractive historically as well. They have not been playing Champions League football every single season, but now more consistently been playing Champions League football. And they themselves are very, very attractive. So for the other clubs like Arsenal and Spurs, for them to even compete, and at Chelsea, they would have to win things. They would have to be in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? They would have to be attractive as well. And when you have Liverpool, City coming in for you, Chelsea, where are you going to go? You're going to go to Liverpool or Manchester City. You might go to Chelsea and it might prove to be the wrong choice. You see what I mean? So it's very hard for teams to knock like City and Liverpool off their perch. Very, very difficult. It's going to take a tremendous effort next season for anybody to come in first or second. Anybody but a City or Liverpool to come in first or second. It's going to take a big effort. And how you get there? Recruitment. You got to bring in the right tools to get the job done. You have to. You have to, man. So, look, congrats to Liverpool again on the win. Appreciate everybody who came through. Guys, I got to go live again later to actually do the roundup of this week's matches. I got to go and watch the highlights and everything. And, yeah, I got to definitely watch the highlights of all the games and prepare a bit for the stream later to just wrap up match week 37. And then we got one more match week left. We got a couple games during the week as well. I won't be talking too much about those. But, yeah, man. It seems as if the championship playoff final is going into penalties. So, let's actually tune into that one. Let's tune into that one. Let me copy and paste that one in here. And let's stick around for a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Let's stick around for a little bit more. The championship playoff semi-final, leg 2, Sheffield United and Nottingham Forest. Let me actually tune into that. Let me see if I could find that. Yeah, look, I have to go, but yeah, man, we gotta watch and see what's going on with that. Let me see, ESPN. All right, I have it here. So we're going to take a look at that, guys, and keep tabs on that. Because remember, these teams, you know, have potential of returning to the Premier League. Forest have not been in the league since 98, 99. And Sheffield United got relegated the season before last, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken. So it's going down to pens. We should stick around. We are going to stick around and watch these penalties, guys. So, yeah, man. Nottingham Forest 1, Sheffield United 2. Guys, I should watch most championship football, but I actually don't watch enough championship football. I need to change that. Maybe next season, since we are planning to do more and more watch-alongs, we will, you know, probably do a championship game or two. You see what I'm saying? Or a few of those. So, yeah. Remember, Dom is the guy that predicted City would be 20 points clear for Liverpool by the end of January. We were ahead by a big margin, man. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But big up to everybody in the stream right about now, guys. Make sure you smash your thumbs up button. Appreciate it 100%. We're just being more and more consistent. Back with the content. And, you know, we love football, man. I almost missed the live stream, but I made it happen anyways. I was late by about half hour, but I don't care, man. As long as I show up, and we had a good little watch along, a good post match as well that I have to download and, you know, put up again. And we are tuning into the championship playoff semis here. Whoa! Wow, Michael Oliver is actually the ref, and he's not going to give anything here. It looks like a dive. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this is Sheffield United. Ollie Robinson diving there, looking for penalty. Guys, there's a half a minute left before we got penalties. I want penalties, man. Let's go. I want penalties, man. Yeah, big up to Angel Abel. Big up to Carl Headley in the house. Qatar in the house. How are you doing, Qatar? You know, Qatar has been tuning into the playoffs as well. You know, Sheffield United, they came back well in this game though. So let's see. I want a penalty shootout though. Okay. We got a penalty shootout. We got a penalty shootout. Oh, baby. We got a penalty shootout here. And guys, this is the Southampton Liverpool watch along. It's being continued into a championship playoff semi-final watch along, and it is the watch along for the penalty shootout. Woo! Listen, I love a penalty shootout when my team isn't in it. If my team is in it, I'd rather not be watching. 2-10s. You know, you could think West Ham, Man City this season, we lost that penalty shootout, man. Oh, and I was actually doing a live stream watch along for it, and I was behind, and we had already lost, and I was still behind. That was funny as hell, though. That was funny as hell. So I do want to see Nottingham Forest back in the league. That's who I want to see. But they still would have to get past a Huddersfield Town, right? So we are going to get a fresh team in the league if Forest and Huddersfield get promoted, going to the final. Sheffield United, to be honest, they might just be the team that's going to come up. If you ask me, it's not the team I want to see come up. No disrespect to any Sheffield United fans, but it is, you know what I mean? Not the most attractive team, really. You know, so let's see. Bree Samba in goal for Nottingham Forest, and for Sheffield United, Will Fotheringham in goal. Yeah, West, not Will. West. You know, so big up to them goalkeepers, man. How often, you know, and not to get into race or anything, how often do you see two black goalkeepers in the same game? How often? Not very often. not very often. Shout out to Solomon Randon, man. It was a valiant effort, nevertheless. You know, it is what it is. Valiant effort, though. So West Fotheringham of Sheffield United in goal. Bree Samba in goal for Nottingham Forest. Who's going to take the semi-final into the finals? Let us see. All right. Guys, remember, next season, right? Next season, we will be doing more watch-alongs. Way more watch-alongs, different leagues. Whenever I'm available and there's a watch-along on that day, I'm going to try to do a watch-along, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm even going to try to do watch-alongs for maybe Asian Champions League. I want to just do some different things, man. Because the thing is, everybody's doing the same things. Everybody's doing the same things, man. Need to be a little different. Everybody doing the same things. Everybody. Same things. Everybody. I bet if you look, there were mad people doing the watch along for Liverpool Southampton. You know what I'm saying? You need to switch it up. Do something different. Do a little something different here or there, you know? So, yeah. If there's anybody watching the replay of this stream, big up to you. And guys, also, don't forget, you could actually leave a super thanks on the YouTube videos, okay? Super thanks. If there's a video out, not a live stream, you could say thanks by, you know, hitting the super thanks button underneath the video, all right? That's a way to say thank you for the effort and just for your appreciation of the video. Don't forget that, guys. Do not forget that. And I will show you guys an example pretty soon. But we got a penalty shootout to look at right now. And it will be Sheffield United to take the first penalty. Michael Oliver is giving the goalkeepers a rundown in terms of keeping your foot on or behind the line, or else it will be retaken. So the goalkeepers are almost done with their briefing. And Brice Samba is going to go into the goal and look to save the penalty here from, who is this? Sheffield United player there. All right. Let me get a bit of volume on this. Oh man, why did I stop this thing by mistake here? Come on. We're gonna have to get up. Yeah, all right. We're live. We are live. All right, so yeah. Penalty, Sheffield United. And it's saved! It is saved! Brice Samba, who stepped back very, very casually, and he saved it. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. And the kicker, is that Ollie Norwood? Is that Oliver Norwood? We know how good Oliver Norwood is, though. He's a dead ball specialist, too. But am I getting these players right now? Yeah, that's Ollie Norwood. Yeah, Ollie Norwood. Ollie Norwood, his penalty is actually saved. You know how good. Brennan Johnson to step up. It is the young talent, Brennan Johnson, and he scores. He scores. Brennan Johnson is a talent that we could be seeing in the Premier League next season. And even if Nottingham Forest does not get promoted, I could see a team picking him up. So what we got here? Conor Hourihane, formerly of Aston Villa. And that is Sheffield United to take again their second penalty. Conor Hourihane, the Irishman. Yeah, I think he's Irish. I could remember he's Irish, right? Left-footed. He steps up. Hourihane, and it's saved! It is saved again by Brice Samba! Oh my God! And Forest are going into the playoff final to face Huddersfield. Oh boy. Oh boy. Very poor penalties so far by Sheffield United. And I'm afraid it's pretty much over. Two penalties saved. Pretty much over unless there's a lifeline handed over to Sheffield United by Nottingham Forest here. So Sheffield United winning the match, 2-1 after extra time to take it all the way to penalties. And they are fluffing their lines big time here. So West Fotheringham in goal, and he would actually look to save and keep Sheffield United in this game. So penalty taker steps up. And he scores! He did get a hand to it. And he scores. Very, very, very good penalty there. And I'll let you know the player's name. I do not know the Nottingham Forest players that well. I do know Brennan Johnson, but I have not been to be honest, guys, I have not been watching the championship all season. I do know one or two players, but not, like that. I'm not gonna act like I'm like an expert here on the championship. I'm a Premier League guy. You see? So that's Cafu. That's Cafu. I'm not overly familiar with that player as well, but that's Cafu with the goal. So I do know Sheffield United players a lot better, though, since they were in the Premier League recently. And, yeah. So that's Sander Berge to step up. The Norwegian. Brice Samba doing the dancing goal right now. Brice Samba. And Sander Berge puts it into the back of the net. Brice Samba doing the samba. You know what I'm saying? So Brice Samba is actually from the Republic of Congo, guys. The Republic of Congo. And I think that that is actually not Congo DR, but the other Congo. So that's where he's from. He does play for their national team, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Maybe not. Don't even think he plays for the national team. So, and it's a goal. It is a goal. So, that is now 3 goals. Cook. Is that Lewis? Is that Lewis Cook? That's Lewis Cook with the goal. Formerly of Bournemouth. Man, one of my most popular videos on the channel. Oh, that's Steve Cook. Steve Cook. It was Lewis Cook and Steve Cook, but I'm getting mixed up with the player. I'm embarrassing myself right now. But it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. I'm looking to see which one of these teams could be possibly coming to the Premier League. Steve Cook's save. He was the defender for Bournemouth, and he actually played goalkeeper. One of my most popular videos on the channel, man. So, with a goal here, it would be Nottingham Forest going into the playoff final to face Huddersfield at Wembley here. So, yeah. All right. Sheffield United. And it's scored. It is scored. That's Ndiaye, 29, with the goal. Brice Samba unable to put it, save it. And if Forest does convert this penalty right now, it will be Nottingham Forest. I think I got mixed up too. I think I got mixed up with the teams. I'm all over the place right now. That's when you attempt to do something that you're not really knowledgeable about. That is what happens. So you can't fake this. You cannot. This is not fakeable. Just remember that. It is not. You cannot fake this. If you don't know, you don't know you're going to get exposed. Remember that. Just remember that. So, this could be the last penalty. And it's so skied into orbit by Lally. It is skied into orbit, and it gives Sheffield United a lifeline. Wow. If Sheffield converts their penalty and then Forest fails, then it goes into sudden death. Wow. That was a horrible penalty by Lally. God damn. God damn. Matt Goldbridge, I don't see him in the Sheffield United team. But Morgan Gibbs-White, the man on loan from Wolves, steps up right now. He was one of the goal scorers during the game. Brice Samba. The Sheffield United fans cannot look. So, Morgan Gibbs-White does have good head on his shoulders. He steps up. Morgan Gibbs-White, and it's saved by Brice Samba, and it is Nottingham Forest who are going to Wembley to face Huddersfield Town. Wow, scenes, man, scenes. The fans run onto the field to celebrate with their players, and it's chaos. It's pandemonium. It is pandemonium for Nottingham Forest and their fans. Wow. Big win. Brice Samba with 3 saves. Wow. Scenes, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at players the players are still on the field. Look at people on the field. Wild scenes, man. Celebrating with the players. Woo! This could be a little dangerous, but I think the players will be enjoying every bit of it as well, you know. But the players are being ushered off, and Sheffield United dejected. They would have to play another 46-match season in order to try to get back to the Premier League. So Brennan Johnson is being, you know, crowded by the fans, and you know he has been one of their heroes this season. For sure, man. So, yeah. I don't know the players very well, to be honest, of Sheffield United. Not Sheffield United, but Nottingham Forest. I do know the Sheffield United players a lot more. So if Forest are to get promoted, I got to get up to speed with their players. But damn, look at scenes. The entire field is filled with joyful fans. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Give it up to Forest, man. Give it up to Forest indeed. And guys, in terms of the standings there, they finished 4th. And that was 80 points. So pretty good, man. Pretty good. 8 points off Bournemouth, the second place team. And they did finish higher than Sheffield United by 5 points. And they will play Huddersfield Town in the playoff at Wembley, right? If we take a look at the matches, let's go back to see the Huddersfield versus Forest games. I don't think it will mean anything in terms of the head-to-head because it's a neutral venue and everything. But Forest did beat Huddersfield Town in the FA Cup 5th round, right? So that's one feather in their cap right there. If we go back and find the other games, Forest versus Huddersfield Town, Huddersfield won that game on the road. If we go back to find the other game between Forest and Huddersfield Town, we scroll back, and Nottingham Forest won that game. So I think it's pretty even with Forest winning 2 and Huddersfield winning 1. And it could go any which way, man. It could definitely go any which way because, look, it's the championship, man. It's very, very unpredictable. So give it up to Steve Cooper, man. I have been talking about Steve Cooper earlier this season. You know, I have been talking about him. He's not going to be a supermodel or anything, but he'll get the job done. You see what I'm saying? He will definitely get the job done for you. And what a job, man. What a job to get Forest into the final here of the championship playoff to face Huddersfield. So, yeah, he did leave Swansea City as well. I could recall Man City playing against Swansea this season, if I'm not mistaken, and Steve Cooper was in charge. Something like that. I can't 100% remember, but let me just find Swansea and let me see who they met. I could remember doing something for that game though. Let me see. It was earlier in the season. And let me see. I can't remember. I really can't remember though. But I did talk about Steve Cooper as well. I think let me find this thing, man. I can't remember the exact team, but I did something for this. It was a Liverpool quarterfinal FA Cup. It was that, and I was talking about Steve Cooper. It was exactly that when they held Liverpool to a 1-0. They were 1-0 loss to Liverpool there. So it was that game. It was definitely that game. So look, thank you there very much, Victor Alexander, for dropping the £10 super chat. Do appreciate that, man. Do appreciate that you supporting the channel there with a big fat super chat there. And you know what? That is why sometimes, as much as you guys be pissing me off, I try to be respectable, you know what I mean, as much as I can, because you know, you guys do support the channel, man. Even if you don't, you know, support it with your wallet, you do support the channel by coming back to watch the video. Some of you guys are very annoying and it could be, you know, a nuisance, but, you know, it comes with the territory, you know what I'm saying? It's part of the whole game that we you know, it's part of the, it's what you call occupational hazard by dealing with obnoxious, overzealous people on the internet sometimes, you know. I'm not saying you in particular are, you know, is overzealous or obnoxious. I'm just saying, you understand, when we lose, when City lose, it's like, oh, damn, you know what I'm saying? Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid and all, you know what I mean? You know, got to deal with all these people and still, you know, hold up and do a match analysis and all of that. So, yeah. Angel Abel saying it's only banter. You might think it's only banter, man. Some people get very disrespectful for no reason. Some people get very, very disrespectful and they mean what they say, man. They, you know what I mean? Guys, some of the things that people say, if you really take it on, it could be very, very hurtful, man. I'm telling you. You know? It could be very, very hurtful. But I think I'm pretty tough. You know? It's according to who it's coming to, man. Because, you know what? Some people, they just don't have no damn respect, man. You see what I mean? If you say chill, just chill. If you continue, it just shows that you don't have no respect and you just want to continue to pester the person. So, yeah, some people are just, you know, very disrespectful and they know who they are. You see what I'm saying? You know who they are as well. But, guys, this has been a very good watch along. And it's not, bro, trust me, bro. Some people get very personal. Even football fans, you tell me it's banter to be racist. You see what I'm saying? It's not. Some people take this some people get very passionate and get very, very personal with this, man. So, yeah, guys, look. I am supposed to do a transfer video sometime, maybe before the week ends. We're going to do something in terms of transfers, but I was supposed to do it yesterday or today, but didn't get a chance to do so. I've been very, very, very busy. And with the watch along, and we got to go live again later. Maybe later, I'll do something in terms of transfers, like do a quick match roundup, like something quick for the roundup. And then we're going to do transfer. So I'll prepare a bit for that as well. So, guys, it was a good one. It was a very, very, very good watch along, even though I started it late. You know, I want to do more and more and more watch alongs in the future. And just so that we could, you know, continue to build a community, man. So, guys, from your boy Dom, thanks again for tuning in to yet another one. Like the video if you haven't yet done so. And I'll be back later. I'll be dropping content. You know what I'm saying? So, thanks for continuing to support the content. I'll be back later, man. Okay? So, guys, from your boy Dom, until next time, thanks to everyone who remain a member, who dropped super chats, who liked the video, who came through and supported the watch along. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.